Welcome back, everyone, to NFL Talking Points. I am your host, Joseph Gardner, today going over Week 12, everything you need to know. We're going to do this really quick, get everything in that you need to know about every team so you know what to talk about when you talk about this Week 12 coming up. Let's get right into it, talking about the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bears at home. This is a very tough game to figure out. The Bears defense super beat up. Lots of injuries in the backfield, specifically linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks, you name it. Bears defense really struggling. On the Pittsburgh side, Aaron Rodgers still questionable with a broken left non-throwing hand wrist. We're not sure if he's going to play at this point. And, I mean, looking at this Bears team, they have... Every one of their wins has come against an opponent who was below 500, and in 6 of those wins, the score was less than a point difference, or less than a one-score difference. And in their losses, they have lost by, in their 2 losses to the 2 teams above 500 that they've played so far this year, they lost by a combined 45 points. The Steelers... team over 500. Is this going to be a blowout again like we've seen with the Bears playing teams over 500? I don't know. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in this one, but I would not be surprised if the Bears pull this off. Next, we'll go to New Jersey, the Jets. The New York Jets, really. Baltimore Ravens, they play each other in Baltimore this week. Jets 2-8. Baltimore 5-5. This should be a blowout. Give me Baltimore. Yes, their defense is kind of mid to bad right now. They have been this year. They are improving, and they're just getting healthier. Lamar Jackson coming back is just getting better as the season goes on. This is just a better team than the Jets are at this point, so give me the Ravens. Next, we've got Minnesota 4-6 taking on Green Bay. Green Bay Packers hosting in Lambeau. Green Bay 6-3-1. Minnesota 4-6. Those are their records. Give me Green Bay in this one because of the defense. Green Bay's injury report also very long, similar to Chicago. Chicago's injuries are on the defensive side. Packers all offense. Was talking to a few people this week. And we looked at that injury report and said if everyone was out on this injury report, there would be Jordan Love and like 3 offensive linemen on this offense, and there wouldn't be like anyone else. The whole offense is playing injured. It looks like there's going to be most of those people are just questionable, just dealing with small things that they should be able to play through. But still not ideal. But yeah, give me the Packers in this one. I just don't think J.J. McCarthy is going to be able to do enough against this Packers defense, who has held really good, like other really good teams to almost nothing. I just expect that to happen in this one. So even with the power of 9 from J.J. McCarthy. Next, we'll go to Cincinnati, the Bengals hosting the New England Patriots. Patriots 9-2. Cincinnati 3-7. It looks like Joe Burrow is going to be replacing Joe Flacco in this game. Joe Burrow coming back from injury. I don't really care. Give me New England in this one. I think Joe Burrow and Joe Flacco are on a pretty similar level, and also historically, Joe Burrow has done a lot worse without Ja'Marr Chase, and Ja'Marr Chase will not be playing in this game because he is suspended from spitting on Jalen Ramsey last week. The NFL suspended Ja'Marr Chase. So give me New England. They've been looking like a good team, and the Cincinnati defense is just so bad. They're historically like one of the worst defenses, if not the worst defense ever in the entire history of the NFL. So give me New England, even with Joe Burrow's return, specifically because no Ja'Marr Chase. Next, you've got the Giants, New York Giants, 2-9, going to Detroit to face the Lions, 6-4. Lions are at 6-4. They feel like a better team than a 6-4 team, and that is why I give them the win. They're going to be able to run all over this Giants team. Give me just a huge game from Jahmyr Gibbs, and I think this Giants team will be able to do some work against the Detroit secondary, who is a little bit injured, but also just not very good in my opinion. But overall, I've got to pick Detroit in this one. They're just a better offense. They've got so many weapons on that offensive side of the ball. Give me Detroit. Next. Well, really quick on that game, the upset would come from the Giants pass rush because that's been Detroit's biggest weakness so far this year is the pass rush getting to Jared Goff. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Again, their run defense is the worst in the league, even worse than like the Bills or the Bengals. The Giants' run defense has just been terrible. So give me the Lions anyway. So next, we've got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Colts 8-2, Chiefs 5-5. I want to pick the Chiefs in this one. I can't do it. Sauce Gardner and Charvarius Ward both on this Colts defense now. Charvarius Ward coming back from injury. I just don't see where this Kansas City team outmatches the Colts on either side of the ball. I think that this Colts team is just more well-rounded. The only thing they have going for them at this point is Patrick Mahomes, and he has not looked good this year, honestly. So give me the Colts in this one. And maybe it's an upset, quote-unquote, because the Chiefs are favored, but the Chiefs are 5-5. Indianapolis is 8-2. Let's have the horseshoe keep rolling. Next, we've got the Seattle Seahawks 7-3 taking on the 1-9 Tennessee Titans. The Titans just are one of the worst teams in the league. Give me Seattle. Not much to talk about here. Seattle has an amazing defense. Tennessee's not going to be able to do much against that, and they don't have a playmaking defense to be able to force Sam Darnold into turnovers. Give me Seattle by a mile. This is my survivor pick for the week. Next, we've got Jacksonville and Arizona. Jacksonville Jaguars 6-4 traveling to the desert to face the Cardinals 3-7. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars in this one, but make it a close game. Arizona's kept a lot of their games close, and I think that Jacksonville is just starting to figure a couple things out. They're still not that great of a team at this point, but they just have more pieces, and more pieces healthy. Specifically, Marvin Harrison Jr. of the Cardinals is not playing in this one. That's, I think, a big part of their offense. So give me Jacksonville to take the dub on the road. Next, we've got the Cleveland Browns 2-8 traveling to Las Vegas to face the Raiders, also 2-8. Battle of the trash heaps. Give me Cleveland in this one. They at least have a very, very good defense. I think the Browns at least can have a good defensive game against one of the worst teams in the league. If not, I mean, in our power rankings, the Raiders are number 31. So, to me, this is all about the Cleveland defense. Another big aspect of this game, Browns starting quarterback Dylan Gabriel is out for an injury. Now we've got Shedeur Sanders, the 5th-round pick, who was expected to be a first-round pick at some point for some reason. He is starting for the Browns in this game. And I think he's going to get his win. I don't think the offense is going to drop off. If anything, I think it could go up a little bit just because the Browns' offense was that bad before. And I think the defense is going to carry him to victory. Give me the Browns. Next, we've got the Philadelphia Eagles, 8-2, traveling to Dallas to face the Cowboys, 4-5-1. All of Dallas's all of their strengths go up against the Philadelphia's weaknesses. Dallas has a very explosive offense. That is what the Philadelphia defense struggles with. And Philadelphia has really excelled in keeping games close and making it a big defensive battle. I just don't think that you can do that against this Dallas team. I am actually going to take the upset. Give me Dallas at home to take care of business against Philadelphia and give them a chance in this playoff spot, in these playoffs, to be able to go make something happen. Next, we've got the Atlanta Falcons, 3-7, going to New Orleans to face the Saints, 2-8. This is the second game that the Saints have been favored all year. Every other game, they've been the underdog. And give me the favorite team. Give me the Saints in this one. Kirk Cousins is starting in place of Michael Penix, who is now out for the season with an ACL injury. Tyler Shuck versus Kirk Cousins. Give me Shuck, brother. Give me Shuck. He's playing really well, and I think the Saints team just is going to be able to do enough against a just really wacky, weird, not very well coached Falcons team. Give me the Saints. Give me Kellen Moore. Give me that offense to get a few good plays. Moving on, we will go to Sunday Night Football, the Bucs versus the Rams. Massive game, especially in my opinion for the Bucs. This is a big game for the Buccaneers, man. On the road, 6-4, facing the Rams at 8-2. This is the number one seeded Rams. This Bucs team, in my opinion, could beat this Rams team, but man, it's got to be weird. It's got to be Baker putting the team on his back, and I just don't see it happening. The Rams are too powerful, man. Too good on offense and defense. Too many players. Their defense is young, filled with talent, and their offense is super veteran, gritty, and high powered with high skill players at every position. Give me the Rams in this one. But hopefully, I'd like the Bucs to win it. I think it'd be fun if the Bucs won. Next, Monday Night Football, you've got the Panthers 49ers. This one's a weird one. Panthers, Carolina, 6-5. The San Francisco 49ers, 7-4. 49ers playing as the home team. That's just a really. The reason I say this game is weird is because the 49ers defense, especially in the run game, has been really bad. And it's mainly because of injuries. Fred Warner being off of this team due to injury is just killer, especially for their run defense. Fred Warner just was side to side, found the gap every time if you tried to run zone, and they just don't have that anymore. Could I see this being an upset? Absolutely. The Panthers could totally go off, but I don't think it's going to happen. The 49ers offense is also just reaching the height of its powers with Brock Purdy coming back, Ricky Pearsall coming back, and they've still got like George Kittle, who's playing out of his mind, and Christian McCaffrey, who's playing really, really well, just as we would expect Christian McCaffrey to play. Give me the 49ers in this one. They're just too good. Lastly, quick recap of the Thursday Night Football game. Bills traveling to Houston to face the Texans. Buffalo coming out with a loss. Massive, massive loss in this game. Houston's defense held incredibly stout. Josh Allen, who scored 6 touchdowns last week, 3 passing, 3 rushing, with 0 touchdowns this week and 2 interceptions. It's just really, really tough when that's what's going on. Davis Mills had 2 passing touchdowns, but really wasn't the star of the show. It was really just the Bills' run defense is just crap. And Woody Marks ran all over the Bills, and the Bills' defense couldn't hold well enough for the Panthers to stop scoring enough, and the Texans to score enough. The Texans' defense is Super Bowl caliber. If their offense can start picking up a few things and just get a few levels up, This is a playoff caliber Texans team who can absolutely take out a team in the first round of the wild card of the playoffs. That's it for me this week. I will now give you my player props for each of these games, just one player for each game. For the Bears in Pittsburgh, I've got Deandre Swift over 58.5 rushing yards. Between the Jets and Ravens, I've got Adonai Mitchell over 32.5 receiving yards. He's open, just needs to catch the ball. I think he'll do that, especially with quarterback change there, going with Tyrod Taylor. Next, give me Joe Burrow under 245.5 passing yards. Joe Burrow, again, has struggled without Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase will not be in the game for this one, so give me the under on Joe Burrow passing yards against the Patriots. Next, we've got Kansas City and Indianapolis. I am taking Indianapolis, but give me Travis Kelce with over 4.5 receptions. I just think those corners are going to be playing out of their minds, and the person who's going to be open is going to be Travis Kelce underneath. Give me Kelce 4.5 receptions over. Next, give me in the Minnesota versus Green Bay game, give me J.J. McCarthy with an interception. This Green Bay team has had so many opportunities to get turnovers, and they haven't yet. That's just going to change, and I think that this Packers team can do it against, I think, one of the quarterbacks that's playing the worst right now against J.J. McCarthy. Next, give me Jackson Smith and Jigba on the Seattle Seahawks against Tennessee to have a touchdown. I bet on this earlier in the year, missed it. I just don't see it missing against this Tennessee team. I expect the Seahawks to score 4 to 5, maybe more touchdowns against Tennessee, and I just don't see one of those not going to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Next, in the Jacksonville versus Arizona game, wasn't a huge fan of most of these, but give me Cam Little to score 2 field goals. The Arizona defense is pretty okay. It is mid to maybe a little bit higher than average. And I think Jacksonville will be able to put the ball close enough to get a couple field goals in without scoring it. Cam Little, the kicker for the Jaguars, making 2 field goals. Give me Javonte Williams over 70.5 rushing yards for Dallas. I just think he's going to run all over that Philadelphia defense. Another reason I think Dallas is going to win, No Lane Johnson. Huge injury for Philadelphia. And I needed to mention that earlier. I'll mention it now. So next, Cleveland versus Las Vegas. Not much to take out of here. I don't know what's going to happen. But give me Shadur Sanders to go over 163.5 passing yards. Why not? I mean, it's his first start as an NFL quarterback, but he's taking the reps this week, which were really important. And I just feel confident in a quarterback to be able to do well against this Raiders defense. So next, we've got Los Angeles Rams and Tampa Bay. Give me Matthew Stafford over 253.5 passing yards. It's a lot of yards to get, but that's where I think this is going to have to be. I think this is going to be a very big offensive battle. Give me Matthew Stafford with the over. Next, Carolina and San Francisco. Give me Rico Dowdle over 78.5 rushing yards. Like I talked about, this rushing defense is not very good for the Niners, especially without Fred Warner. I think the Panthers' route to success is giving the rock to Rico Dowdle. I think that's going to happen over 78.5 rushing yards for him. And Bijan Robinson, I have scoring a touchdown in this one. I know I have the Saints winning this game, but Bijan Robinson is just too good to not score a touchdown, and I just didn't really like most of the other props for this game. So give me Bijan Robinson of Atlanta to score a touchdown in that one. Lastly, Jahmyr Gibbs versus the Giants, over 74.5 rushing yards. This feels like a lock. Jahmyr Gibbs has been super good. He's been really good all year against the worst running defense in the entire league in the Giants. Give me Gibbs to go over 74.5 rushing yards. And as your bonus, I am going to take Jordan Love over 238.5 passing yards. the Brian Flores-led Minnesota Vikings defense is very blitz heavy, and Jordan Love has a 118.3 passer rating against the blitz in his career. He's been great against the blitz, and that's really what Brian Flores does. I mean, he blitzes like 50% of the time. So give me Love to have another crazy game as Toyotathon is underway. That'll be it for me today. Come back later in the week to see the recap for how Week 12 went, as well as I'm going to give you a preview of this amazing segment that I'm doing. I don't know if you've seen the meme. It's a trailer park with a trailer home with a car park, and under the car park is a Bugatti. And people compare this Bugatti to saying there's one player on this team that's good, and the rest of the team, trailer home trash. And I'm going to essentially do that meme, but with tons of different other houses and cars, and I think it's going to be a really fun segment. I'm hoping to have one or two guests on to do that with me, so make sure to join later. Make sure to like the video if you haven't. I really appreciate the likes. It does help the video get out to more people, because I'd like more people to see my content, and let me know what you'd like to see in future episodes. Thank you so much. Heed the call.